Okay, what's up, everybody? How's everyone doing? Let's get this party started nice and quick, man. Let's do it with the quickness. Let me get a tweet out real quick here. Double check my mic. Make sure I'm not muted today like I was yesterday. Okay, looking good. Solid start to the stream. I like it. Dearest at Marvel Champions. Hey. Would you be so kind as to put Immortal A-Bomb back in the arena for me? I'd like to grind for him now, please. Yes. Oh no. Okay. Hey, would you be so kind as to put Immortal A-Bomb back in the arena for me? I'd like to grab for now, please. Tweet. Okay. Tell the boss. Send it over, Buck, already, dude. Stop. Thank you, dude. Magoo, late. Hunter, you have a new icon. I can't tell. Can't exactly tell what that is. Is that a Spider-Man? Honestly, can't tell. But I think it's different, right? It's a blue with a red outline. But yeah, tell the boss. Thank you, dude. Appreciate the buck, man. Thank you. Don't see any message from you. Maybe there'll be one in just a moment here. But how's everybody doing? It's Spider-Ham's victory animation. Oh, interesting. Okay. Was watching your reactions of pulling Nevs and Proxima in the recap, and I nearly choked on the cracker I was eating. Funny Pelon. Thank you. All right. Anyway, let's go get into some stuff. I've got some things expiring, but yeah, it's all just these boosts. Man, there's so many more boosts from those solo crystals, and I don't really know what to do with them. You might think, well, why don't you just use them, dummy? And, well, yeah. But I feel like I need to be grinding for a champion to use these things almost, you know? Anyway. Forget that. Let's go do some stuff. I'm gonna do some arena dumpage. Still gotcha. Really enjoy getting back to the regular streams, but can't wait to see what the next account will look like, since it seems like you know what to do now when it comes to leveling up. Yeah, it's gonna be real interesting, and I totally agree. It is nice to get back to the regular streams for sure. But I too look forward to the next challenge, man. It's just fun. It's just good stuff. Maximus, what's up, dude? Saying generic gem with Nebula has almost convinced me to put a generic in Bishop for experimental purposes. Sup, buddy? Oh, Maximus, I do not, I do not recommend. I mean, hey, it's your gem. You do whatever you want with it, buddy. But you know, I don't necessarily recommend. Hopefully they buff Bishop, man. I don't know if he'll get a buff anytime soon, just because there's already so many super strong mutant champions. But let's hope he does, because I always thought he was cool, and it's just unfortunate that, well, have to, but still. All right, well, dude, Maximus, thank you as always. Asama Mama, dude, I tried to put a message in the chat yesterday. I don't know if you saw my message in the chat. I said, yeah, internet crashed, and I read the message still. I was able to read the message still. I just wasn't able to, you know, respond because of the internet going down. But dude, you didn't need to send over another super chat. Stream crashed right after I sent this yesterday. Any chance you could peep the profile? Yeah. let's check it out, man. Let's check out the old profile here. All right, let me check it out. Thank you again, by the way. Yeah, okay. Wasn't sure if I put too many mamas in there, but I don't think so. Okay, so here you are. Ooh, with a pretty snazzy looking profile, if I do say so myself, with the awakened 6-star Corvus, just shredding through everything. Like, look at the attack on this guy. This should be illegal. You're under arrest, man. This is this is unfair. There's so much damage. 5,100 attack. That is bananas, dude. But yeah, man, the rest of the profile is looking good too. Definitely looking good. This little guy right here, that turns out Doom's pretty good. I can officially say that. I can now confidently say that. I guess I could always officially say it, but I can now confidently say it. But yeah, dude, profile's looking real good, man. Really good. Supporting the stream is worth my man. Thanks for the peep. Grandmaster's down. Nice, dude. Oh, yeah, the Thronebreaker title. Of course. Got the Thronebreaker title, too. All right, nice, man. Thank you again. Brian, number 24 in the Gambit Arena with 41 mil. Wow. Okay, yeah. I mean, I don't know what he went for. He probably went for under my prediction. My prediction was like 30 or low 30s, if not 30. And, yeah, probably went for a good chunk below that. Now that I'm hearing number 24 is 41 mil. Pretty crazy. Dude, show me the new Scarlet Witch, bro. I don't have a new Scarlet Witch, bro. So, no. I can't show you anything. What's up, BG? Did you get some good rest? And glad you're back. A little bit. I got a bit of rest. But, yeah, like, it's gonna take me a few days to, like, fully recover, man. And I cannot believe the recap, the day 7 recap. It took so long to edit. Dude, I was like, oh man, I was thinking like, oh yeah, I'll have this done. You know, I woke up, time to wake up. I woke up at like 7:30 or 8 a.m. this morning or something like that. And I was like, all right, you know, got to take care of some Alliance War stuff real quick. Do a little bit of practicing, make sure I'm good to go on that front. Because I was assigned a boss this war, which I'm usually not. So I was like, all right, man, don't want to let the team down on this one. You know what I mean? So did a little bit of practicing and then got to editing, waited until all my fights were clear, finished the fights, back to editing. And I'm like, yeah, man, I'll for sure have this thing done by like, I don't know, noon time or something like that. You know, good upload time. This way nobody goes to sleep before it's posted kind of thing. It's usually like an ideal time of day to post. It's like early afternoon, something like that. And no, man, just plugging away at that thing all freaking day. Finished editing around like it was like 5 o'clock exactly. And then yeah, it took a solid 2 hours to render it. And another chunk of time to upload it. I gotta get a new computer, man. I really do. It was chugging along on this one. It's a lot of footage to go through, but still, yeah, I really need a new computer. Basically just waiting for parts to come back in stock at this point, because everything's out of stock. And then yeah, I'll put a new computer together. Probably gonna take me, probably not gonna have it until like, I don't know, another month and a half or something like that. But yeah. Which is better, 5-star Carnage or 5-star Red Guardian? Please don't spam this message. I see you posting it a little too frequently here, man. I'm gonna answer you this time, but if I see you spamming like that, then yeah, man, I'm not gonna answer your next question. All right, so just be courteous of the rest of the chat. I would say Red Guardian is overall better. It does depend on the situation you find yourself in, but yeah, for the most part, if I could only have one of those two champions, I'd say Red Guardian. So upset YouTube's theater mode doesn't work like Twitch's. I want a full screen video and chat. Yeah, man, they are definitely they need to catch up. YouTube is so good, so ridiculously good. Honestly, love YouTube, man. There's parts of it that frustrate the hell out of me, but I don't care. It's so good. It's time I professed my love, just in case they're listening. That's the only reason I'm saying this thing. No, but yeah, man, they just the overall UI for it all, it's very clunky. It's old, it's outdated. YouTube has like tried to do things to like modernize it a little bit, but I don't know, like some parts are really good, some parts are great actually, but like the live streaming parts, no, it's like an afterthought for YouTube, you know, all the live streaming stuff. All right, let's see, I guess we'll just go right up the middle this way. Oh my god, don't get me started on the YouTube studio. Yeah, the YouTube studio is rough. That's pretty rough. Dude, when did you pull 6-star Warlock? I don't know, when did I pull 6-star Warlock? Maybe about a month and a half ago, something like that. He's going to rank 3 soon. So the Great Purge on the Unzo account, and it was sad. It was very sad, man. I was super sad as I was doing it, but it's for the greater good, man. Had to be done. What's up, Kieran? Brian, do you know /watch Critical? He posted a video a few days ago about the talk he had with YouTube CEO and some others. That is super reassuring. No, I don't know. I'm guessing by the one in the name that they are also like a gaming channel kind of thing. That sounds like a gamer tag kind of deal. Is that the case? I mean, dude, I fully believe that YouTube is like going to, you know, get their stuff together, to put it nicely. It's just a matter of time. Like, I don't know. I could see it happening. I could see it happen. They put some love towards it, but Moist Critical isn't gaming anymore, but he was. That's his name, Moist Critical. Okay, I didn't realize that was his full name. Oh man, why do you use 5 stars when you have such great 6 stars? My 5 stars and 6 stars, they're the same. I do have a torch that's a rank 3, but otherwise, yeah, my 5 stars are just as good as my 6 stars because the 6 stars that I have are rank 2s. Rank 5 stars and rank 2 6 stars are basically the same. And yeah, Torch, well, he was in War, and this was just kind of my default team. Don't need him. PG just watched the last recap on Unzo. It was motivating, job well done, and rip the great Unzo. Thank you, man. Can you read my first, please? Let me see if I could find you. Hang on. Can I find you? All right, give me a second. I'll find your message. BG, when will you open your crystals for Aegon? You know, I was just looking and I just realized I have a lot of 5-star shards, so I'm gonna have to do an opening here real soon. I got a whole bunch of 5 stars. Decent chunk of 6 stars too. Not a ton of 6 stars, but you know, I got some of those too. All right, flames. PG, you got any tips for the 6.1.5 crossbones? I'm stuck and forced to grind units for revives. Team is Guillotine 29, rank 3. Cap Infinity, rank 3, 650. Torch, rank 4, 670. And Cap Marvel, rank 1, Awakened. Well, you're going in with some under-leveled champions, I would say. Honestly, your best bet is to get that Guillotine 2 rank 4. If you can hold the high enough combo, rank 3 might be high enough to outpace his healing. But that content is meant for like rank 4s, kind of a minimum. Like rank 4, rank 5 territory. And you're going in there with rank 3s. So you might have to just be a little bit patient, get the right rank up resources. You can, like I said, you can certainly try just to hold a big combo with Guillotine 2099, but you know, holding combos can be difficult, especially once you get into like several hundred for what you might need to outpace that damage. So if you're not comfortable with something like that, then yeah, just do your best to get the champs ranked up. The other champions that you mentioned, they're not going to be useful for that fight. It really just comes down to Guillotine. So yeah, I would say that, man. Sometimes patience is what you have to have in this game. I'm too lazy to look, but does anyone know if the Epoch Cavs have Aegon for any of them? Yeah, people have been telling me like crazy Aegon's in there, so they must. Alright, let's get out of this quest. Critical holds 6 world records for unintended use of private products. Most juggled at one time, longest throwing distance, etc. Oh. Okay. Why you write arena when you play event quest? Because I'm going to the arena now? I don't know, man. Are you really upset that that I was spending some quest energy? You really wanted to see the arena action? All right. I'm done clickbaiting you. We'll get to that thrilling arena. My apologies. So sorry. Let's see how long it takes for him to check Twitter. Yesterday it was all stream. Let it begin. Oh man, that's a nice way of asking to go to Twitter, I suppose. But you know what? Sure. Let me check Twitter for you anyway. What do we got? Okay. 5-star stealth Spidey. Very nice. Wait, somewhat. What is this, Kieran? Whoops. Oh, I tried to swap. Damn it. Oh well. Somewhat more of just does whatever, but he got to ask them some hard questions and really confront them on some crap they don't do well, and also called out their lack of transparency. It was really nice to hear that they do listen and are trying to improve on what they've been severely lacking on. Yeah, I mean, it is always nice to hear companies say that type of stuff. I mean, on some level, I feel like, yeah, I mean, of course they have to say that stuff, you know, like, I didn't hear the interview and everything, but, on some level, of course they have to say that stuff, and I do believe them, just like I do believe when game devs say, you know, they have issues in their games and are trying to fix them and stuff like that. What it really comes down to, though, is like how they budget their resources, you know. So they might acknowledge, they might acknowledge that what's it called, that they have these issues, but are they willing to really put like the resources they need to resolve them, kind of thing? We'll see. Every company's different. But yeah, I do believe YouTube is, I mean, they're awesome, for real. So. Advertise arena, play event quest. Oldest trick in the book. Mike knows. Jay Metz, Senator Buck, saying the saga of Unzo was fantabulous. Now that we're back to the saga of PG, what's the game plan now? Book 2, Abyss, Variant 6? Yeah, so Book 2, I think. Wait, so is Book 2 actually out? You only checked one picture? Tweet? Yeah, I only saw one picture because your message was honestly a pretty rude message, man. If you said like, "Hey, I have a couple pictures on Twitter. Would you mind checking them?" or something like that. I don't know why I'm checking for you, even, to be honest, man. I'm gonna check again, though. I'm gonna check again. But seriously, man, a little bit of kindness goes a long way. Okay, so this was a tweet I saw. You literally put them in separate areas. Okay. Okay. Yeah, if you have multiple pictures, just put like a reply to yourself. It makes it much easier on my part. Okay, so already had 6-star Sim Supreme, 2018 crystals, and 12020. Okay. All right, man. You're getting some good pulls. Good stuff, dude. Good stuff. All right. Is book 2 isn't actually in game yet, though, is it? No, not yet. Okay. So yeah, book 2 is the game plan. Then I would say probably just prep for the Abyss. Something like that. Yeah, I think, I don't know, like variant, I'll probably scope out the next variant just because I'm curious of the content more than I am curious about the rewards. Like I'm assuming that the rewards are basically I'm assuming that the rewards are basically the same as variant 5, which is good. It'll be good for like new account challenges and stuff like that, but I don't really have a need for those resources at the moment. So I don't really care to like get them. I kind of want to, like sometimes you don't do content just to hold resources in their spot, you know what I mean? Just a way of just kind of, you know, not putting things in the overflow. So I will probably do like a single clear just to feel out the content, and then after that get back to working towards the Abyss. I think that's the way to go. Speaking of Abyss, that Falcon is looking awfully tempting. I gotta look into that still, man. I am curious. Bo sending over 3. Thank you, Bo, saying, hey BG, with all the new buffs the older champs are getting, hopefully Moon Knight will be in line to receive one as well. If, say, they made him immune to degen, would that be enough for you to rank 5 him? No. If you like, I need more than that. Like, let's say just Moon Knight as he is right now, and then they just put a blanket just addition of, hey, this champion is immune to degen damage. Not enough. Moon Knight needs more. He needs a lot of love. To be honest, I don't know if I really would want that for him anyway. Does he have something like that in like, is like a comic book type of ability? Either way, I don't know what I want for Moon Knight, to be honest. I do hope it gets buffed though. I'm right there with you, dude. I hope he gets some love. When I first downloaded this game, I knew nothing about any of these characters, and I was going purely by looks. And you know which champion I thought looked the coolest? Moon Knight. Moon Knight was by far the coolest looking, and I couldn't pull him. And maybe that's for the best, because yeah, it turns out he wasn't very good. But I did think he looked the coolest. I still to this day think he looks pretty freaking cool. I probably wouldn't put him as the coolest just because, I don't know, there's so many awesome looking champs these days. I can't even pick a single coolest. That's a lie, man thing. But super cool. And yeah, I don't know enough about him to know what I would want even, you know. But I just know I want him to be good. That's all. Ryan Bartholomew Grant, that's it. Last nice thing I say about you on stream, rip. What'd you say about me on stream? You said Biggie Heart. What's up, Big Red? Max have the usual. BG ignoring me again. Oh my goodness. Brian, I just watched the intro to your video and you made me rewind heart. See, guys, that is how you get in your that's how you get in your wife's good graces, right there. That's all you gotta do. You know, if Kabam made Galactus, they could make him as crappy as possible and still get away with it. Because if you think about it, Galactus is the comics version of Realm of Legends Bucky. It's just clapped every day. Does that actually happen to him? I mean, I think they said in the past they're going to use him more as like a... What were the words they used? Like a natural disaster to the contest. Like, he's not going to be a playable character. They said that stuff way before they mentioned anything about raid bosses. And then, of course, you think about raid bosses. Who do you think as the first raid boss? Personally, I think Galactus. So I'm, you know, I think it's already confirmed by Kabam that he's not going to be playable. Their plans could change for all we know, but I don't think he's going to be playable. I think it's just going to be like a boss whenever they figure it out how to do it, you know. Hey BG, my brother made a funny video as a memorial for Lola Two Paws. It's called If Lola Two Paws Controlled YouTube Rewind. Channel Sam the Man Gaming if you want to watch it. Okay. Kind of curious. I can't check it right now, but very interesting. Huzzah! Sending over one of them Australian bucks. Thank you, dude. Where's your last one at? BG, I had an idea for an account challenge. I know you just finished, but I want to tell you because I think it's cool. Oh, yeah, dude. Lay the account challenges on me. Before I read your challenge, just know two things. One, I'm always open to ideas. I might shut them down just because they are, like, it's so much involved that I have to be, like, really picky about them. But always feel free to hit me with an idea. Okay, let me see. No, you just finished one. Okay. What if you and another YouTuber raced to Cav on a new account? Yes, happy birthday. Dude, yeah. I mean, after the McFabio challenge, that was actually something that came up a bunch. Was like, what if a few of us did this at the same time? It would be super cool. That might happen at some point. It might happen. It's what makes it really difficult is it is so RNG dependent. You know, like what if somebody pulls Ghost and the other person pulls Drax, the other invisible champion, you know? Like you're just at such a severe disadvantage. So it would be cool, but I don't know how we're gonna kind of facilitate, you know, making it like a fair kind of challenge. I don't know. It'd be really interesting. We might have to have like different stages almost, where it's like, okay, play the new account until you get like one of like a list of 4 stars maybe or something like that, and you know, then go from there. I don't know. I'm not sure, but we could probably figure something out. That may be a thing at some point. The other hurdle for that, the other obstacle is just that it is very time consuming, and like trying to like match up schedules for when people are free, when they have like an entire week, or possibly a tiny bit more, depending on the rules, to go at something like this. Like, oh man, it would not be easy to coordinate that, but it is a possibility. Did the stream just abruptly stop last night for anyone else or just me? No, that was me, man. My internet crashed. I've been having internet issues a lot lately, and I don't know what the deal is. I mean, how does anybody figure out what issues they're having with their internet other than contacting their service provider, right? And then you hear a load of bull from them. Oh no, everything's been fine. Oh really? Everything's been fine? Are you sure? Check things on my end, really? Okay. So yeah, I don't know. let's just hope the issues go away, otherwise, yeah. I don't know. I'll figure it out one way or another, but anyway. Yes, it's based in the comics. He's an avatar of Khonshu. And in a recent run, he gained amulets that allowed him to get the following powers. Ghost Rider, Thor, Black Panther, Phoenix, and Iron Fist. Whoa, really? Dang, dude. Moon Knight's cooler than I thought. I didn't realize he could do that. For the sake of all the unfortunate souls, including me, who have the pleasure of owning a dupe 6-star Moon Knight, yes, please give that fool a total overhaul. But don't let it be like Daredevil. I still haven't played the new Daredevil. Alright, Mr. Chimichangas sending over 5. Thank you, dude. Saying, BG, I have a 6-star duped Man-Thing. Yes. And I don't get your love for him. What's not to love? P.S. I am now putting the baby to sleep. Shh. Alright, man. Okay, so question 1, Mr. Chimichangas. Do you have 5 out of 5 Mystic Dispersion? If you do not have 5 out of 5 Mystic Dispersion, that's probably why you don't like him. I mean, he doesn't require high levels of Mystic Dispersion to play him, but that's why I enjoy the champion so much. Basically, here's how it works. Mystic Dispersion, it gives 12% power back when you nullify a buff, right? Man-Thing Special 1 puts 3 buffs on the opponent. And the Special 1 costs, 33.3% of your power bar, right? So, by using your Special 1 and then nullifying those buffs on the opponent, you're actually gaining power just from those buffs. Not to mention gaining a little bit extra because you're also doing like a heavy attack to nullify the buffs, or some other type of attack. So he's just a power generating machine. I will never say that he is the most powerful champion in the game. Okay, maybe I've said that before, but usually if I do say something like that, it's in a little bit of a playful tone or something like that, because I don't actually think he's the most powerful. I just think he's the most fun. I also like the attitude he has, where he kind of just walks off at the end of a fight. And he's just like, why am I even here? Just like walks away. I think he's cool. I just enjoy him. But I get it. Not for everyone. Certainly not for everyone. I also happen to take Acid Wash paths in Alliance Quest. So I actually get to play him a bit on a semi-daily basis alongside, King Groot. And yeah, I don't know, I just kind of have fun with it. I for some reason I have this natural attraction to like the monster characters in this game too, which is weird because, to be honest, I'm not really like that in other games. Not that I could think of, at least. I don't always go for like the prettiest thing to play in a game either, but I usually don't pick the ugliest one either. And I don't know, just I guess the art style, MCOC's art style of the way they make these monsters, for whatever reason I like them. Bo, sending over another buck. Thank you, dude. Saying Moon Knight happened to be my first duped 6-star. His sig ability may as well have been riding the pine. Oh man. Poor Moon Knight. When will he get his justice from Moon Knight, damn it. What? I mean, it has to happen one of these days. Okay, here's a good sign. Maybe a good sign, at least. Actually, no. I was gonna say he doesn't really get new synergies, but he has gotten a few new synergies, huh? Semi-new at least. So, never mind. But seriously, they gotta buff him at some point. It's just a matter of time. Who knows how long that time will be. What's up, BG? Just done watching the end of the Unzo saga. Man, sweat is running down my eyes. Oh man, it's hot out there today, isn't it? The eye sweat. Stubbs the man, send it over too. Thank you, dude. Saying, what if they buff Drax with some invisibility? I don't think they would actually do that, would they? I mean, they definitely, the you know, the devs definitely have a sense of humor, but I feel like they would have, like, do they have to get, actually, I can't remember if they have to get Marvel's approval on abilities in game. Probably not so much the abilities, more like the flavor type stuff. Actually, I don't know. But yeah, I don't think they would actually do that, man. Some of them probably would want to. But yeah, I wouldn't expect that anytime soon. That said, maybe they... here's what I think what they would do. Maybe they would put a synergy between Drax and Invisible Woman or something like that. And I don't know what it would do, but just to like toss a little nod at the joke kind of thing. Something like that, you know. But yeah, thank you, dude. Kieran's landing over a buck. What's up, man? Brian or anyone else who's done it, what would be your top 5 champs for Variant 5? Please at me if you're typing. Okay. So, champion number 1, 4-star Doom. Champion number 2, 4-star rank 1, level 1 Sasquatch. Champion number 3, Sim Spidey. Now, okay. I don't know. I mean, I know Voodoo's... their Voodoo can do some pretty nasty stuff in the 2nd chapter. Wow, I'm getting rocked. What the heck's going on? Doom is really good for it. Claire, I think on my main account I use Claire a bunch. I don't know, because the paths aren't super specific, but there are some paths that, you know, they clearly have some better counters than others. Like there's an armor up path in the first quest that someone like Venom the Duck can roll through. But yeah, I want to say I used a bunch. I want to say I used Claire the most, if I remember correctly. Oh, Venom's actually really good for it too. Those I think those are like the standouts. I would say like Claire, Doom, Venom. Yeah, I probably use Stark Spidey a bunch too, because it's Spider-Verse champs and Mystics at the end of the day. So yeah, really just, you know, the good versions of those. And symbiotes too, yeah. We got 455 Voodoo, now 6-star Claire, and 6-star rank 2 Sim Supreme. But they're just really good for chapter 2, right? I lack on the spider characters. Yeah, kind of. You don't necessarily need a spider character, but it does help. Okay. The shed. Send over Buck. Saying Twitter's please. Sure. Hold up. Let me check it out. What do we got? Not a bad for prestige. Also that 1.5 mil hero rating. Ooh, dude, you not only just hit 1.5, you're greatly surpassing it. But careful, if you get 2 new characters, you'll be at 666. The mark of the beast. But yeah, dude. Prestige looking solid. Profile looking solid. Something so nice about seeing the 6 awakened stars. You know what I mean? And when it's just even in the profile, all matching, it's just beautiful. Very nice, dude. I also like the Killmonger in there. Very, very nice. Bizzle sending over a couple of bucks. BG, are you the only free-to-play streamer? I can't be. I mean, definitely not. But I can't tell you who is off the top of my head. Maybe someone else in the chat can tell you some other names. To be honest, all the ones that I at least have watched in recent times, they do spend a bit in varying amounts. I know, man, Invincible, who's like one of my favorites, if not my actual favorite. He definitely was, and I'm pretty sure still is free to play. But he doesn't make a ton of content, and he tried his hand at streaming a bit, but he's a busy guy, I think, and yeah, it doesn't really stream so much. But there's definitely other free to play people out there. That's what I'm getting at, you know. I just can't tell you exactly who. I think I have the. I probably have, like the most notorious kind of free-to-play person, whatever, for better or for worse. Sometimes I don't really want to be known as like the free-to-play guy, you know what I mean? Trying to break my own thing here by starting up these second accounts, but at the end of the day, yeah, my main account will always be free-to-play, so. But yeah, man, thank you very much for the 2. Rim934 sending over a buck. Thank you, Marion. Sorry. Maybe if you did a cav challenge with another YouTuber, you could have something like a veto rule, where each person gets to veto a rank up of a champion to try and level the playing field. Only get one. Oh, that's interesting. It's kind of similar to like if it was like a direct PvP mode where we can like ban a champ from the other person's roster kind of deal. Interesting. The only thing I could see being bad about that is like, what if that's the only good champ they pulled? Oh, well, okay. I got it. Here's how we can kind of level the playing field a bit. You remember yesterday I was saying, what if we like started a new account and get like the basic champion out of the arena or something like that. Just, if it was like a free-to-play new account kind of thing. So what if we just had 2 people or more commit to the same idea of like, okay, new account, and to make sure that people are on, equal footing, same champion. The only concern about that, I guess, is like, would that be interesting enough, or would that be too boring? 2 people going through with the exact same champion. I think it's the notorious PG. Yeah, I think it's oh yeah, Lord Shadow. I can't remember if is he completely free to play or not. I know we have a lot of similarities, me and Lord Shadow, but I don't remember. I've definitely watched his streams some and everything, but I feel like I don't know everything about him, you know what I mean? But I do like his channel. I think he's cool. What was I just saying? Yeah, like, I don't know. We'll have to figure it out, but that there could be something there for sure. Set up different rules, kind of thing. Might just have to do like a test run, you know what I mean? And kind of figure out the problems as we go. And then for like the follow-up to that challenge, we'd be like, all right, so things were unfair because of this, or not as interesting because of this or that. So we could like set some rules. Something like that. Maximus, Sentinel 5. Thank you, dude. Saying I found one of Broccoli's Easter eggs with Immortal A-Bomb fighting Ghost Rider. Fighting Ghost Rider. Which one is that? He... Oh, wait. Yeah, which one is that? Okay, okay. Tells Ghost Rider, let me help you die on launching special one. Interesting. I don't remember that one. Very interesting. He said a few of them. He said what a few of them are. Okay. Lord Shadow is free to play? Okay, alright. Oh, Lord Shadow doesn't spend his own money, but if someone sends him a gift, he'll spend. Okay, got it. I kind of like the idea of trying to screw over someone by vetoing them. I kind of like it too, to be honest. But like, I don't know. There's a difference between like. All right, I'm gonna hit you with the what's it called? The Mario Kart metaphor. There's a difference between like hitting someone with a banana peel and then just like ripping out their engine, you know? Like if I could just hit somebody with a banana peel, hilarious. If I could slow them down, pass them up in some way, great. But what if somebody only pulled one good champion and then you just made them like not even want to play the game anymore, you know? So that it could be bad. B Bizzles signing over to saying I'm free to play too, trying to get as good as you someday. All right, cool, man. Cool, dude. I mean, this game is pretty accessible. To a point. I kind of want to make like a long talk video about the whole free-to-play perspective of this game. Maybe make it just like an annual thing of like, hey, here's what I think about MCOC from a, you know, free-to-play standpoint kind of deal. Because it's very accessible without spending. But of course, there's like limitations that you'll have. I would say, I mean, like, my ideal kind of balance in a game that's free to play is like you can kind of achieve the same progression whether, you know, spending or not spending. Either way, it's cool, and the two types of players can coexist and everyone's happy. And then if you spend, you just kind of, you know, you don't have to put as much time in. So basically you're either spending money or spending time kind of deal, you know. And then of course, like, well, there has to be some extra incentive for people to spend too. So, you know, you get like more champions ranked up kind of deal. And I think for a while that's how the game was when we were in like the 5-star territory, where it was like, okay, you know, I had like 5 max rank, SIG 200 5-star champs, and my alliance mates, you know, the ones who didn't mind spending, they might have, you know, double that or something like that, or maybe not even quite double, but maybe like 8 instead of 5 or something like that. And you know, like, I felt like that was a great balance. Like, cool, man. They get more for support in the game and all that. Perfect. Fine with me. But then, you know, with the 6-star progression, things shifted a bit, and wouldn't quite say it's that same way anymore. I guess I just saved a long talk. That's it. That's my entire it's my entire talk. I don't have to make the video anymore. You're just worried that it'll be you with the with the crystal bad luck. I'm worried it's both, man. I'm worried it's both, because I want to, you know, I want to play with my friends. Like, I want to challenge Lags, you know, and I don't want to screw him over that bad, at least, you know. PG, what about you get 5 vetoes, and each veto allows you to prevent the person from using a random champ from a random class chosen by an online wheel spinner for 1 quest? I don't know. How about this, though? How about this for a little tweak on the idea? It's not a permanent banning of the use of a champion. It is a time restriction. So let's say I was going up against someone else, right? And I pulled Doom, and they were like, "No way, dude, you ain't using Doom. He's banned for 24 hours." So you could use him tomorrow, but you can't use him today. You know what I mean? So you have to figure out then, like, oh, damn, I can't use him today. Okay, well, what should I do? Should I rank up this other champion and continue questing? I can get some other rank up resources. Should I just wait? Is that going to kill too much time? I don't know, maybe something like that could be cool. Did you think it's worth saving units for the Act 7.1 completion offer? Do we know what it is already? I mean, it's always worth saving units for the unknown, because there's always going to be some offer around the corner. But I don't think we know what the 7.1 completion offer is yet, dude. So, can't really say too much about it. Goofy Goober, what's up, Pixie Bell? Hey, PG, yes, normal again, playing arenas? Yeah, man. Normal again. PG, check Twitter at Mad Money Skull. Sure. What do we got? Okay, who should I rank up to get Cav? Oh man. Alright, let me see. Well, I always like going with Claire. It would be a 6-star, which means extra tier 5 basic. Hang on, let me get through this fight. Give me 1 sec. Radiant Sludge also sent it over, Buck. Thank you, dude. Check your message out in a minute as well. Frickin' Nebula. Get out of my face. Still don't have suicides on because, you know, still using Torch in war for the most part. Okay, let me tweet first. Okay. I don't know enough about Surfer. I don't think he's the way to go, though. Let me see. I mean, Black Widow is always good. These two aren't awakened, so I probably wouldn't go with them. Guardian could be a good option, too. Void is always good. I mean, there's a bunch of other good champions here that I'm not necessarily calling out. Like, let me see. What are going to be the most problematic fights? So the first is basically some robot counters and the crossbones fight. That's kind of who you're looking to counter. One of the robots has biohazard too, so that's what kind of leads me down the Black Widow line of thinking. Yeah, man, I like Black Widow a lot. You like her too? Awesome. You could rank her up. Cap is always good. Guardian, Void, Stark, Spidey. I'd probably pick out, you know, some of those, just whichever one you kind of gravitate towards the most. But I think Black Widow would be fantastic. Be a huge help to you. So it's probably who I'd recommend. All right, Radiant Sludge. What do we got? ABG, what's your first impression of Spider-Ham? First impression is he looks awesome. If you're talking about gameplay first impression, I don't really have one because I haven't played him yet. I think we have him in the CCP, but I'm not even entirely sure on that, to be honest. I haven't looked at the new CCP stuff in I mean, you know, I just like basically like every time the CCP gets updated, it like the entire game has to be updated first, you know? So like this month's update has to hit the live servers, and then they update the CCP servers. And because when the live servers got updated, that's when I was in the middle of the Unzo challenge, I haven't even checked the CCP servers. But just from a visual standpoint, he looks super cool. Definitely get the feeling like he doesn't even belong in this game, but not in a bad way. It's more of like in that Who Framed Roger Rabbit kind of way, where it's like the graphics for this dude, they're just different, you know? It's in a different style. I like that. I like that a lot. I don't know how good or not he is, or how useful he'll be, but he does seem cool at least. And apparently, I think it was, I'm pretty sure John, when I had Kabam John on throughout the live streams this week, I'm pretty sure he said that Spider-Ham's the best mojo counter or something like that, which could be subjective, you know what I mean? Like, I love using Torch for mojo, so yeah, and node dependent and all that stuff, but the fact that he's immune to the degen damage, yeah, I could see him being pretty good against mojo. So yeah, man, those are my early thoughts on the champ. After I get a chance to play him, I'll have more to say, I'm sure. But how long have you been playing the game for? 5 years. Oh, one of my fingers was cut off. Actually, yesterday was the 5-year mark for me playing this game. I didn't even get a chance to call it out because so busy wrapping stuff up. I like the two, maybe each person can earn through other various challenges that could be decided on a 1 hour, 4 hour, 8 hour, 12 hour, 24 hour time limit on a champ. Oh, Rip, you just gave me an idea, dude. When you said they can earn things. Okay, hear me out. What if, in order to put like a timeout on your opponent, you had to make a sacrifice? And what if that sacrifice was like, okay, you want to take away my champion for a little bit? You have to sell a tier 1 alpha to do that, or something like that, dude. How crazy would that be? So now you have to figure out like, oh god, can I even afford to put this penalty on my opponent to time out their champions? Am I going to screw myself by doing this? That could be interesting. Spider-Ham is kind of ramp up champ, but when you get the top of the ramp, those poppers put Man-Thing's pustules to popping shame. Jeez. And do damage like a real ham bastard. Okay. Comments on Ant-Man. Not a very good champion, unfortunately. He's got some interesting synergies that bring up his power level, but at the end of the day, it's not very good. Ant-Man, I feel like his purpose in this game is to be annoying to fight against. Because he glances all your attacks and stuff like that, which, in addition to reducing the amount of damage that you could deal to Ant-Man, it also prevents your abilities from working. So that's kind of his purpose. It's more of a, I wouldn't even call it defensive, because I don't want to confuse people by saying like he's a good defender, because I don't think he's a good defender. It's more of like Kabam can use him in quests to make an interesting quest fight, maybe, you know? Maybe depending on the sacrifice, there will be a specific time for it. So selling a tier 1 alpha equals 2 hours, but selling a 5-star equals 24 hours. Oh man, I mean, you can't even sell 5 stars, but maybe we can like, you know, pretend that they don't exist on the account anymore or something like that. I don't know. Orange Juice, what's up, dude? Sending over €1. I was just about to read your message, actually. Thank you, man. Saying. What's up, BG? I haven't watched the recap yet, but congrats on successfully making Cavalier in less than a week. Truly are the GOAT. You're truly the GOAT, and I say this with all pride and respect. Happy birthday. Wow. Thank you very much, even though it's not my birthday. Oh man, thank you, dude. All right. Okay. Let's get out of here. ABG recently got Apocalypse from the 2020 Cav Crystal, deciding if I should rank 5 and Sig 200, mainly because of prestige. But I'm worried that I will get him from the 6-star featured crystal. Well, here's what I'll say about prestige. Whatever you do, don't go above my prestige. No, I'm just kidding. Here's what I'll say about prestige. It doesn't.
Man loves beans.
It doesn't matter that much until you already have champions that counter like everything in the game. So I mean, Apocalypse, he's a great champion. But if you want to rank him, you know, rank him because he's a good champion. Don't do it because of prestige. Prestige, I really think it's more of that like ultra end game type stat, where once you've beaten, you know, literally everything in the game, or everything but like, you know, 1 or 2 pieces of content that you're still working on, like the Abyss or something like that. Which at this point means like 6-star champions essentially. And I'm not saying prestige doesn't have an effect on everybody, because it does have an effect on everybody. But at the end of the day, I think if you make like a prestige play too early, it kind of hurts your long-term prestige, you know? Like if you're able to complete quests, rank up champs that complete quests, that you'll just get to like the 6-star prestige that much faster. You know what I mean? So, Apocalypse is a great champion. If you want to rank him, cool, man. He's worth it. He's really cool. But just wanted to comment that about prestige in general. Yeah. Alright, Priest 3 sent it over to, thank you very much, saying watch the Unzo stream and checked your Fabio recaps. Awesome gameplay and stream. You planning on doing another 7-day in July? Maybe with a set budget from the get-go displayed above your timer. I don't have an exact time for when I'm going to do the next challenge. The next challenge, though, is likely going to be a completely free-to-play one. We might go like, I don't know if I'll go back and forth between free-to-play and spending with certain rules, or I don't really plan that far in the future. I just know that I've wanted to do another free-to-play one for a while, but this was like too good of timing with the, you know, the cyber weekend deals and stuff like that. So I was like, okay, this one's gonna be a spender. But yeah, man, next one is gonna be free to play. Yeah, I really don't know when it's gonna be. Couldn't even tell you. These things, they really do. I've said it a few times, and I don't want to keep saying it because I'm sure it'll get annoying if it hasn't already. But I have to emphasize that these things take a lot out of me. It's not something I can just do all the time. So yeah, it'll definitely have to wait a bit. July's kind of far away. Might have to do one before that. That might be a little too far away. So would a July one be a spender one? Maybe. But yeah, man. Thank you very much for the 2. Also, an hour-long recap. That has to be your longest non-stream video. It might be. I made like an hour-long Alliance War video, but I think this one just barely surpasses it. Dude, when I was making the recap, I was thinking, my goodness, someone's gonna ask for a recap of the recap because this is too long. I was like trying to make it shorter, but at the same time, I was like, but so much happened. I'll just include it. If people want to watch it, they'll watch it, and if not, they won't. And whatever. It's there for the people who want it, you know. All right, Radiant Sludge sending over another bug saying, what's your opinion on Storm X? Okay, so Storm X. I have played Storm X. I can comment on Storm X a little bit. Wait, how long do you stream on the regular? Usually it's about 2 hours every night, give or take a few minutes, you know. And some day streams, maybe, I don't know, average like once a week kind of day stream kind of thing. All right, anyway, but Storm X. First off, I like her animations. I won't even comment too much on that because, I mean, we could talk for days just about animations in this game. They're nice. I think her playstyle is also pretty fun. But I think she kind of falls short a bit. It's interesting because, I don't know, when playing Storm, and maybe this is just because of the original Storm in this game being like this explosive kind of glass cannon style champion. That's kind of what I was expecting Storm Pyramid X to be. And on one hand she is, and on the other hand she does have some survivability to her. You know, a little mixed bag of utility and stuff like that, but I think I don't know. It feels like she kind of falls flat on the damage front. Like her burst damage potential is really high, but it's not that consistent. Because when her specials crit, they do massive damage. She's got all this prowess that you can build up, but oftentimes her specials just don't crit. And then, yeah, your damage just kind of goes down the tubes. So, like, imagine this. Let's take Ghost, for example. Or maybe Corvus. All right, let's say Corvus, because I think more people play Corvus. Let's say that instead of his special attack having guaranteed crit as well, let's say it only crit, you know, like 30% of the time. It's a pretty big difference, right? Like, you know that there's a lot of potential in Corvus, right? And you rely on it, and it's awesome because it always crits. But then you play Storm Pyramid X, who also has this high damage potential on her specials, and it just oftentimes doesn't crit. Like, let me look up her base stats. Going to Aunt May. I can't remember if she has a way to add crit. Whoops, I actually pulled up the OG Storm. Hang on, where is she at? Here we go. Crit rate, 16%. Okay. Let me see. Hold on a sec. Let me get rid of this stupid Karnak in my way here. Then we'll go back to Aunt May for a sec. I will say this too. The Storm's kind of claim to fame as far as I'm concerned, like her most signature ability, not to be confused with her actual signature ability. The ability that I most remember her for is that when you parry the opponent, if they shrug off your stun, it turns into a passive stun. So you can reliably stun opponents like Agent Venom, and you'll always stun them. But okay, let me see. Just kind of gonna skim through here. Is there any increased crit chance stuff? Just skimming through it, I don't think I see any. I could be mistaken, but I don't want to spend too long looking at it. So anyway, yeah, that's kind of how I feel about her. It's like she has this great damage potential, but it's only really there when you crit. So yeah. The other part about Storm Pyramid X is she's a mutant champion, where if we look at the other mutant champions, I mean, how many great mutant champions exist? There's so many. So she just gets completely overshadowed by the rest of the good mutant champions. So yeah, she certainly has use. I think I was actually kind of hoping to pull her on the Unzo account to help me get through Masochism. I think she could be pretty good for that, but yeah. Otherwise, not a ton of use in the game, to be honest. All right, Chris Gonzalez sent over a buck. Thank you, dude. Saying, hey BG, long time no see, my bald friend. Hope you're doing well. I missed the bald cap streams and banana tangents. Send you a tweet if you can please help. Twitter is Buzzboy. Thank you in advance. Okay, sure. Let's see what we got. Thank you, Chris. Saying, please let me know your thoughts. The tech gem I was going to save for Warlock, but I have 6-star Warlock. Science, I would want either Torch or Cap Infinity. Skill, either Nick Fury or Aegon. I like Elsa and Gwenpool. Neither need the gem, but helps out a ton. Just need an opinion. Alright, so right off the bat, I gotta tell you, this is not the way I look at Awakening gems. I get it if you don't want to look at the gems the same way I do, but I have to hit you with the speech, man. I never really look like, I never really just like pick out, oh, this is the best champion to awaken because they're a good champion. I look at it more of like, all right, what content am I about to do? What content am I trying to get through? And can this gem save me resources getting through that content if I feed it to any one of these champions, you know? Like if I was going through Variant 3 and I was using Spidey or Hulkbuster or any of these champs really, like, yeah, the gem would help. And I wouldn't save it. I would use it. And it's no big deal. I mean, sometimes I would save it because, let's face it, I am a little bit of a hoarder. But yeah, like, all 3 of these champions are great to awaken. It's just I don't know what you actually need. For skill, I don't know enough about Elsa, so I probably would hold on to it. But yeah, if you tested out Elsa and you really liked her, sure, why not? And yeah, I would definitely save this gem. I can't really imagine too many situations where these champions would help you enough to kind of warrant the gem. And yeah, some of the champs you listed here are great to awaken. So yeah. Again, I'm not sure what you're looking to do, but that kind of changes things, you know. I'm trying to complete Act 6, Chapter 1. Haven't touched the variant content yet. Okay. All right. Yeah, I mean, would Hulkbuster be most useful? Because then you could take him into variants after that. Might be the way to go. Saves resources. Really, any of those 3 tech champions that I called out, they're all going to be helpful. Definitely personal preference comes into play too, though. Actually, wait, hold on a second. I forget all of the stats that Guardian gains. One more time to AMA real quick. It is bleed resistance, right? Okay, I couldn't remember if there was bleed resistance there. God, that's so nice. But now that that crossbones fight has changed, you need poison resistance or immunity. So, yeah. Any of those 3 champs would really be helpful, though. I think they would also help in... they would help in 6.1, and they would also help in Variant 3. Guardian needs as many SIGs you can feed him, though. That's true. That's true. The other champs, I would say, are less SIG stone or SIG level reliant. If you don't have too many SIG stones, probably wouldn't look to go with Guardian. Yeah. But yeah, Variant 3 is about on par with 6.1, maybe even like a tiny bit less and more rewarding. I mean, the big reward for 6.1 is, of course, the Cavalier title. So it's still totally worth going after, but... I have my 5-star Ghost already. I have 5-star Clairvoyant as well. Also 5-star Corvus. I know those will message retracted. Yeah, those will definitely help if that's what you're saying. In 6.1 for sure. You're amazing, dude. It really took me 2 years to complete Act 5, and you completed it within 7 days. Awesome. Thank you, man. All right, I forgot to say this. I made sure to point this out in the McFabio series, and I kind of failed to do so in the Unzo one. It did take me 7 days, but this is not my first time doing it, you know. The first time, you know, I mean, Cavalier wasn't even out yet until I had already been playing this game for what, like 3.5 years or something like that. So, you know, I certainly wouldn't have been able to just like download this game and instantly know what the hell I was doing and everything. So yeah, if anyone out there is still struggling to get these titles and stuff like that, or is for some reason feeling bad that it took them longer or something like that, please don't. You know what I mean? This is just a for fun. I've played the crap out of this game day in, day out. Let me see what I've learned. Kind of a challenge, you know. IBG, is Sabretooth any good? Rank 5 worthy? I see him mostly as synergy support for Omega Red. I have a Sabretooth at rank 5, but that's just because I use Omega Red so much, and I had extra resources, so I rank 5'd him. Otherwise, if he's like one of your first few rank 5 options kind of thing, I would say no. No, I would turn to a different champion for sure. Where's Unzo? No arenas. Unzo's gone, my friend. He boarded his flight. He's off to the island. And then when he gets to that island, he's going to take the boat to the other island before going on a long swim where he's going to meet McFabio halfway in the ocean, because currently no one knows where McFabio is except for McFabio. But McFabio is going to lead Unzo Unzo. Oh man, he's gonna lead Unzo to his new resting place in paradise. All right, sorry I mistyped. I'm looking for a champ with utility to help me get through 6.1 completion. I like to use Ghost, Wasp, Corvus, Claire, and 6-star Warlock. Okay. Dude, you're kind of set. The champs that you listed, like you're good to go, man. You really don't need anyone else for 6.1 completion. There is always a need for more champions, don't get me wrong, but you really don't, like, I can't think of any situation where you would need to have any of those other champs ranked up when you already have all of those ones ranked up. Wondering if any of the champs I showed are worth awakening and have a useful enough ability to get me through 6.1. No, I would say no, dude. Like I said, if you want to start, you know, saving those resources and using them to progress in like the variants after you're done with 6.1 or something like that, it's another story. But no, you're good to go. There's really not much else that you can do other than just to kind of hop into the content and give it a go. If you have any issues, if you're struggling with any of the fights or something like that, you know, feel free to ask about a particular fight or node or something like that, and I'll try to give some advice. But as far as ranking up champions go, no, you're pretty much set. Getting close to my first rank 2 6-star. My options are Awakened Stealth Spidey, Warlock, and Magneto. Any advice? I'm looking to clear rest of 6.2 and start variants. Okay, well, I would say cut Stealth Spidey. Or, hold on. Maybe don't cut Stealth Spidey. I mean, okay. Here's what I would say. Forget 6.2. You don't need to go to 6.2. Like, the only reason to go 6.2 is if you're also willing to go to the Grand Master, essentially. Because the rewards and the variants are just straight up better. Less effort for better rewards. So focus on the variants for right now. And if you have some good Mystic champions as well, you can pair up Stealth Spidey with your Mystics and tackle variant 5. It's the most rewarding variant. So that could be a really good way to go. If you don't yet have the Mystics... DJ, are you paused? I don't know how to answer this because if I say no, they won't hear me if I'm paused on their screen. but no, I'm not paused. Anyway, yeah, so if you have the Mystics, then, you know, going with Stealth Spidey to kind of complement them and get yourself through Variant 5 could be a really good way to go. But if you don't have the Mystics, if you're not ready for Variant 5, I would say Warlock is probably your best bet. Is Magneto good for the first Electro boss in Variant 4? If you don't have an option for that guy, I think Magneto's good for that fight. I can't remember. I know you need, like, energy damage, right? It might be good for it. But yeah, that's my advice, is focus on the variants. Forget 6.2 exists. Unless, like I said, you're also willing to push through to the Grandmaster. Ricky Sams sent it over to. Thank you, Ricky, saying, I was hesitant to take 6-star Fury to rank 3 Unawakened last week. Pulled Cap Marvel and formed a tier 5 Mystic for Clairvoyant and have all at rank 3 now. Kabam took my money, but did not take my pride. this time. Nice, dude. Well, congratulations on the sick rank ups. It's good stuff, man. Thank you very much for the 2. Dude, Clairvoyant, talk about, oh man. Talk about like a champion that I would love to pull as a 6-star. I really love using Claire, man. She's definitely one of my favorites. And the fact that she doesn't need to be awakened, oh, I'd love to have her. But yeah, thank you again, dude. JSE, send it over Buck. Oh, thank you very much. Saying, BG, today I ventured into Variant 4 for the first time, alright. Trying to help someone with an electro counter. Ended up just going with it and finished an initial clear. Nice, dude. Really pumped. That's awesome, man. It's good stuff, dude. the accidental variant clear. I like it, man. I like it a lot. That's good. Did you ever end up helping whoever you were trying to help? Like, yeah, I'll test something out for you. Who do you want me to test? Can you test this channel? Okay, sure. And then, like, it's like 2 hours later, you get back to them, like, all right, I did a single clear. I forgot to test the thing that you wanted me to test, though. My bad. Hyperion is the king of that Electro boss. I think that's who I used. Hyperion. I might have used Namor as well. I think I wanted to go through with like a couple different options. So I think I did both. But yeah, Hype is great. I've been using him for Electros for the longest. Not even just that Electro. Tweeters BG. Sure, man. What do we got? Getting closer to that BG prestige. Nice, man. You are getting closer. Over that 10k threshold. Good stuff, dude. Profile's looking, dare I say, hot. Alright, boo myself. But yeah. It's good, dude. Can't get past the Deadpool in Variant 4. That Deadpool is really annoying. That's by far the biggest hurdle of Variant 4. I mean, you know, for an initial clear at least. You could argue that the final quest has some pretty silly paths, honestly. But yeah, that Deadpool, once you can get past him, kind of good to go. Beach has been in the catnip. I know, man. It was terrible. I don't know what I was thinking. I'm still loopy from the week, alright? Forgive me. Forgive me for my terrible puns. GG, I completed the side event challenge and pulled a 6-star man thing. Alright. I feel salty. But why? His man thing is so good. But I'm wondering if I struck gold, is he any good? Okay. Reality is, most people who pull man thing don't use him. There are some people who do use him, including myself, and including Maximus, and some other people in here as well. He works best with high levels of Mystic Dispersion. And there's, for the most part, better Mystic champions out there. He's not that bad though. Like he gets a lot of people kind of gave him this reputation that he's just kind of a crappy champion, but he's not. He's definitely not. He's definitely not in the category that like Tarax is the leader of like the just garbage champions. He's pretty solid actually. He's pretty good. But yeah, it's because there's kind of other better mystics out there. especially with Doom and Claire being so good. Though honestly, those champions just kind of overshadow most of the Mystic class entirely. Like, there's some other Mystics that get used. Don't get me wrong. Sorcerer Supreme, Symbiote Supreme, Magic, one of the OGs, of course. But I would say Doom and Claire get used. Like, I don't know, man. It might be like a 5-to-1 situation where every one time that someone's using a champ like Sorcerer Supreme, 5 other people are using Doom and Claire, you know? Sigh? What is this sigh you're hitting me with, Hunter? What is this? What is this? Google last Brian, genuine question. EG, why don't you do testing streams anymore? I miss the old days of the legendary headset when you did. Just too busy, or do you feel all the other YouTubers who post new champ stuff makes it unnecessary? Well, I did a testing stream for like what are the last 2 champions that came out? Immortal A-Bomb, who I did essentially a testing stream, but it wasn't really a testing stream because I helped design the champion, so like, of course I kind of knew a bit about him ahead of time. And then the one before that was Immortal Hulk, which I did do a testing stream for. Those are the last 2 champs that came out. Simon sending over 100 yen. Thank you, dude. Simon. Just tuned in. Recovered yet, BG? A little bit. I'm getting there, man. Every day will be a little bit better until I'm fully recovered. You look shattered by the time you achieved Cav with Unzo. Bloody impressive, though. Thank you, man. Appreciate it, dude. Yeah. Don't feel bad. He hasn't even acknowledged that I'm here yet. Donut Cop. I read one of your messages earlier. At least one of your messages. That is a lie. But yeah, Simon, thank you very much, dude. Appreciate it, man. What about Longshot? What about Longshot? You just want to know about Longshot? Is that what you're asking? He's a pretty cool champion. I've made a video about him if you want like the full rundown, but the quick and dirty of it is Longshot's pretty cool. He works best in situations where the opponents have lots of buffs. And he's a sneaky little defender. And by sneaky, I mean like he's not the hardest defender to stop, but if you make a mistake, he can make you pay dearly for it. If you accidentally get him to a special 2 when you don't want him to have a special 2, he will make you pay. Most likely with your life. But yeah, he's just a bursty style damage champ when the opponents have buffs. PG in chat, I'm thinking about ranking up my red mags to rank 565, primarily for defense. I know that I'm not supposed to, but I do tier 5/6 war, and there's a biohazard node which he dominates at rank 4. I mean, dude, Red Magneto, you can't go wrong with Red Magneto. If you want to put him on defense, that's fine. But at least you'll be able to use him in quests and stuff like that when war is not active. So yeah, man, I think that's fine. There's okay, it's a difference. I don't recommend ranking up defenders until you get to a point where like you have counters to everything offensively. But that advice, it really only holds true for defenders that are like pure defenders. Or like mostly pure defenders. You know what I mean? If you could still use that champion offensively to great effect, no less, then yeah, man, there's nothing wrong with that rank up at all. As far as I'm concerned, at least. So, yeah, man, go for it. We do a test stream for Porky. I might. We'll see. I guess I didn't answer the other part of Hunter's question about do I feel other videos make it unnecessary at times. Yes and no. So, I feel like from a knowledge standpoint, there's enough knowledge that gets out there that I don't feel as inclined to do like testing streams kind of thing. Especially because, I mean, it's been like this for a very, very long time where, you know, information is data mined, or there's videos that get posted ahead of time. Dave started doing like these fantastic breakdowns that get posted on the official channel. He you know, makes them